Welcome back to Bull Sessions here on 680 KFEQ. You can email your questions or comments to bull@willcross.net. Once again, here's Randy Baker and agronomist Brad Law.
We're back again, Bradley. Isn't that a good deal?
I know. Did you run to Walmart and get some Christmas shopping over the break?
No, but I will after we leave today.
So I'm going to have to help you at Walmart on Christmas Eve.
Well, maybe. We are riding together, so
yeah.
That would be a good thing. That would be a good gesture that you should do something kind for someone on New Year's.
Maybe if I help the elderly, I can get my merit badge. Now, speaking of somebody that's actually...
I'm looking for another agronomist, Miles, by the way. What do you think?
I got nothing.
You could do it. Lime is green, right?
Lime is green.
And I'm the one that told him that.
Yeah, he did tell me. I learned that from him. Just throw some lime on the soil.
You can spike it up a little bit if you add a little lemon to it.
There you go.
Okay.
Bradley, did you hear that voice?
Yes.
That's my buddy, Gary Carlson, King City, Missouri.
Oh, I know Gary.
Yeah, he's a big deal up there.
Well,
I don't think so.
Huh? You don't think so?
But Randy and I do go back a long way.
Oh, boy, we do. We went to grade school together.
Yep.
and you walked uphill both ways.
We did.
To the school and home and
pulling the bus.
We
was dragging the bus.
It's not longer than I want to remember or that I want to admit. It's just longer than I can remember almost.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so Gary.
Merry Christmas, Gary.
Randy made a comment. So you really were friends with him way back when and still associate with...
we did. We rode the same school bus.
We did.
So if you'd like to send any condolence cards to Gary, his address is there right on, right in King City, and you can send him the sympathy cards.
We're from a different generation, Bradley, where people loved one another.
Well, let's talk about something productive, Randy.
Gary and myself.
Okay, well, Gary is productive because I've got a lot of stuff that Gary's involved in,
and let's talk about it.
He's some people may not realize this, but he's still doing a little bit of farming.
Yeah, he is.
Gary, could you tell us what sort of farming you're doing? And
well, for about 23 years, my farm was in CRP. That was a pretty easy way to go. Mm-hmm. But after it's in CRP for a while, some things start happening and you get things in there you don't want, and it seems like you kind of need to rotate it out for a while. So
maybe a tree or something.
A tree and a weed, and But so a good portion of what we've got we cash rent out, but it still leaves about 200 or 300 acres of ground that we ended up paying. And this is ground that we just absolutely don't want to see farmed, trying to take care of. Some of it's a little more marginal, but of course the haying deal, that's you have your own special problems with hay, and part of it's trying to be profitable.
Yeah.
So one of the things we went to a few years ago was little square bales.
So lots of work.
It takes longer. I have the equipment to handle that. I think that's a necessity in today's world.
One of those little accumulators on the front of a skid loader.
Yeah. It accumulates and grapples both. And, I say that even if you had plenty of help to help you, you don't really know when you're going to get finished baling to tell them when to come. So this gives you a lot more flexibility.
You remember the days we as kids, though, we done our all without the accumulators.
Yes, we did. Yeah. And that made us money and got to know a lot of the older farmers in the area. And we got in shape for football and all that. It was hot and dirty and hard work, but I reflect on it quite often. Yep. It was some good times, with the hay crew guys.
It was character building.
Character building. Yes. That's probably why you don't have any.
Oh, man. And it's Christmas Eve,
I know,
Randy.
Bradley. I'm sorry. I apologize. Merry Christmas. I will set a New Year's resolution. I won't beat up on you so bad.
Oh, man.
It's going to be bad for ratings.
We're trying to get some.
Some. Well, I've hayed, but we were always doing big round bales. And I started raking with an old WD, and pulling 2 rakes, and Dad drove down once with me on the toolbox, drove back, standing on the tongue, telling me what I was doing wrong, and then proceeded to let me rake on my own, just to stop me every few rounds and show me what I was doing wrong in a clear and calm voice. You know, when you're hollering over the tractor to tell the guy on the other tractor 4 windrows away that he's screwing up, you know, that was my education on raking hay. Mm-hmm. But it's a very effective way to learn. Mm-hmm. But Gary, you do more than just put up hay. And
oh, yeah.
A few months ago, I had a list of annoyances of selling things on Craigslist. And if people search on King City, they may see some stuff that I've got for sale, but they may see something like a Wilson stock trailer or a inline hay trailer, and who knows what else that you've got on there for King City Motors.
Yeah, we started, back in the 80s and started that little company, and I suppose there was a point in time we sold a lot more cars and pickups than we do now. We are proud to say that for 15 years we've been the authorized dealer for Wilson for their gooseneck stock trailers.
Really?
And
that's cool.
There's not very many of them around. I think there's 3 in the state of Missouri, and
wow, that's good.
So and it's been good to us. And we enjoy selling them, and along with that, then we sell some other trailers. We sell through the years here. We've sold a lot of the inline hay trailers at self dump, and they've come on strong. And that's worked good for us because we sell a lot of our hay and haul them with those trailers, and
people see them.
People see them, and so that works good as well. You talk about. Craigslist, and we've diversified in that, you know, we sell some skid steer stuff, skid steers, attachments. We sell some tractors, but we've used Craigslist real heavy since it came out. I mean, there's times when I've got time to get stuff on, why we may have 60 ads on there, and kind of learned our way around it. You know, one of the things is you want to spread out, you know, probably in a 200 or 300 mile radius, because it's surprising. We'll sell a lot of stuff in St. Louis and other states, and
really?
People go for a drive. I mean, they're not afraid to hop on the interstate and hop on over. And, you know, we were talking a while back that King City's only 3 hours from a lot of places. I mean, you can get to Des Moines, you can get to Omaha, you can get to Lincoln, you can get to Topeka, you can get to Columbia. I mean, south of Kansas City, you can get a huge area just over 3 hours from here. So that's kind of neat. And I had a little deal about those inline hay trailers. We were using one time, and we bailed off a field, and we were going to plant beans on it. We bailed it off that afternoon. That evening after supper, Eldon and I ran the skid loader and he ran the pickup. We moved 75 bales in an hour to the end of the field and just dumped them in a line. I climbed out of the skid loader, got in the tractor and planter, and planted that field before midnight. And then it rained the next day. So, I mean, that if not, we would have spent quite a long time moving those bales and stacking them. And it was just so quick and easy to do that I was amazed when we first tried one of those out.
Kind of the Larry the Cable Guy concept. Get her done.
Get her done. They're not that perfect straight row, but
why?
You can. The good thing about it is you can always go back when you've got time and stack them however you want to.
Make them look pretty. Yeah. If you're going short distances and stuff, they're sweet.
Yep.
But well, we were.
Say one thing we do have is a Ranger for sale right now.
Oh, you do? Can you tell me about that
know.
Ranger?
Happens to be a Ranger Razor.
Oh,
but, my!
Grammy wouldn't have to pick up as many rocks before she got a load.
No, she wouldn't.
Right. Oh, now does it got the power?
Is that camo colored one I've seen sitting up there?
No, that's a Kubota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, does it got the?
But it'd be for sale too. Heater, air conditioner.
Now you've got a lot. Everything.
He needs diesel.
Now,
all of that.
For Grammy, this is for Grammy. It's not for Randy.
That's my wife, Gary.
Yes.
That's Grammy. She needs something that she can haul the grandkids around. She needs power steering, and she needs to be able to haul her, you know, if she wants to do some little tools, or if Randy helps her pick up rocks or sticks, because We want his combine guide not to have issues. And, it's got to be 4-wheel drive. We don't want him getting stuck. We want a windshield, maybe a back glass.
Well, no, but this is Christmas Eve. I may have to get that next year.
Okay, if you've got one of those for sale, would you like to contact Randy
tonight so he can have it for her in the morning, Christmas morning?
Yes.
You can email us at bull@willcross.net if you've got a Ranger for sale for Randy that meets those specifications today.
Well, I can't find anywhere to run. I'm in between here. Two salesmen, an agronomist and a real salesman.
Oh. See,
Yeah,
Randy,
it's awesome,
it's payback. It took me a little bit, but
Oh yeah.
I'll get back.
I shouldn't have been so mean, should I?
You were mean. You just took us there. I was going to be nice because it was Christmas, and you messed it up.
Well.
Oh.
I don't know about you. Gary does a lot of other stuff that I've seen a little bit of everything on the lot. A lot up there.
I've learned you have to be diversified.
You do. I do. And you are. I mean, county commissioner.
You're on the ambulance board.
Farm, ambulance board.
And your wife is mayor.
My wife, Lori, is the mayor of King City, yes.
So,
Isn't that awesome?
I mean.
My wife's name is Christy, by the way. Bradley always says Grammy. I thought I better clarify that because she really, the grandkids get away with that. But I don't always. I mean, she thinks makes her old or something. Anyway, we got to quit again here in a minute. Let's get out of here, and we'll be right back with Gary and focus on the farmer coming up later on 680 KFEQ.